Since 1990, two countries divided for almost 3 decades by barbed wire and the Berlin Wall have been growing back together. But German reunification has come at a price. Estimates say around 2 trillion euros of government money have flowed into eastern Germany since 1990. Even if you subtract the 400 billion euros of tax revenues from the east, the cost still comes to over 1.5 trillion euros, far more than ever predicted.
People believe that a self-perpetuating economic upswing would happen very quickly in the East and the transfers would become superfluous. By the time people noticed that there was no such upswing in the 1990s, it was obvious it was costing far more than they thought.
Social benefits account for almost half the cost of reunification. That sum doesn't just cover social welfare and health insurance contributions, but also pensions and unemployment benefits. At 23%, the second biggest expenditure has been the so-called discretionary funds. That money is allocated to the eastern German states for special programs. For example, the refurbishment of residential areas neglected for years under the communist regime. The amount spent on infrastructure accounts for around 13%. Most of that has gone to transport infrastructure, the renewal and expansion of the rail networks and autobahns, for example. 7% has gone into economic development. Subsidies and tax breaks were widely used as incentives to encourage investors to buy up old East German businesses or to build new factories in the region. 8% has gone to other expenditures. But what does the future hold?
If things stay the way they are, with Eastern productivity levels running at just 2/3 of those in the West, then the next 10 or 20 years will call for similar expenditures.
A lot has been achieved since the fall of the wall, but German unification is a long-term project that 2 decades on still needs more money and patience.